Look at what you're wearing right now. Doesn't matter what it is, a hoodie, pajamas, whatever. The fact that you're wearing anything at all is actually kind of strange if you think about it, because 170,000 years ago, you wouldn't have been. You'd have had bare skin, no fur, no claws, not even fangs, just soft skin, built for warm weather. And somehow, you'd be standing in the middle of an ice age. That's not a great matchup. Every other animal back then came with a built-in coat. We didn't. We actually lost our fur way earlier, around 2 million years ago, because it helped us cool down while we were out hunting. Smart move at the time, except now it's freezing and you're basically the only naked animal for 1,000 miles. So what do? You start stealing other animals' fur, like literally taking it off them. Here's the wild part. We don't actually have any of that ancient clothing to look at today. Fabric doesn't survive 170,000 years. It just rots away. So how do we even know when this all started? Lice. I'm serious. Right now, on your clothes, there's a kind of lice that's completely different from the lice that live in your hair. Two separate species, and scientists can actually track when they split apart and became their own thing. Turns out that split happened close to 170,000 years ago. So basically, the reason we know when clothing was invented is because a parasite evolved to live in it, which means the next time you're folding laundry, you're holding something with a 170,000-year-old paper trail. Just not the kind you'd expect. In the beginning, it was simple. You'd wrap an animal hide around yourself and tie it on. No sewing, no design, just survival. Compare that to what's hanging in your closet right now. Fitted, layered, made for a specific body. That gap didn't happen overnight. It started with bone needles, some over 40,000 years old, found across Europe and Siberia, thin, a tiny eye at the end, made for thread and nothing else. And honestly, this matters more than people realize. You probably know your body wasn't built for cold. Humans evolved in Africa, warm place, no tolerance for freezing temperatures. And yet here you are. Possibly reading this somewhere, it's currently below freezing outside, completely fine, because of a hide someone tied on 170,000 years ago. Neanderthals didn't need that trick. They lived in cold Europe for hundreds of thousands of years, and their actual bodies adapted, thicker, stockier, built for it. We never got that. We didn't need to. We just made the cold irrelevant. You're doing it right now, sitting somewhere climate-controlled, wearing the end result of that decision. So, clothing wasn't really about modesty back then. For most of history, it wasn't really about looking good either. It was just technology. Probably our first piece of wearable tech, ever, and arguably still our most used one. But at some point, something shifted. Clothing stopped being just about staying warm. It started meaning something. A certain hide meant you were a good hunter. A pattern marked which group you belonged to. Sound familiar? It should. That's still exactly what's happening every time you get dressed. The brand you choose, the way you dress for a job interview versus a Saturday, that's not new. That's 100,000-year-old behavior wearing a different outfit. Literally, stay warm first, be seen second. That was the order for most of human history. Look at your closet again. At some point, it flipped.